Well, some people in Omaha, they knew her story. They watched it unfold.
Now, People magazine readers in the United States and around the world know Connor Rensch as the cover girl who lost half her size.
Right here on the front page, and she joins us this morning. Great to have you here, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
Hey.
Welcome.
Good to see you. What have the last couple of weeks been like? It's got to be a whirlwind, huh?
Very, very, very busy, but incredible.
Where have they been sending you all over the place, or
Well,
what?
I went to New York.
Right?
Yes, yeah. So I went to New York. I did all the press there, and then I actually was like, I need to get out of here. And we had a family trip planned, so I've been in Mexico for the past week, kind of taking it all in.
Chill it out.
Yep.
Well, there's a close look at the cover.
When did you first start learning that you may be on the cover of People magazine? When did this all come down?
Well, last year they come out with this issue every single year, and every single year I've lost it about 4 years ago, and every single year I think I want to do that. Like, I want to submit my photos. So this past year it was my New Year's resolution to submit my photos. So I did on my birthday, which is June 19th, and then about 2 months later they contacted me and said that we're interested, we need more information. And then one thing led to another, and about October is when I found out I was going to be in it. But I didn't know I was going to be on the cover.
Right on the front page, yeah.
Yeah, until the week of New York.
Right next to Jen Aniston.
Right? And then my picture's bigger than her.
I know,
It
it
is.
is.
I know.
She got the small one.
So take us back. Before this journey started for you, and I read, you said you had the best family, your friends, they've always been so supportive no matter what size. And so you never really thought much about it. But take us back to that you, and then 130 pounds later, how has life changed?
You know, it's really changed so much, because growing up, like I said, great family. They always let me be exactly who I wanted to be, regardless of my weight. But the outside world judges you when you're overweight, and that was so hard for me because I knew what a good person I was. So it was really, really tough. So when I decided to finally make that decision to lose the weight, and it came off, and now people accept me, you know, the outside world accepts me, gives me more confidence, it gives me the chance to really be who I want to be.
This wasn't just about shrinking for you. This is a lifestyle, and you work out like a boss.
I do.
Explain to us nutritionally, and then your workout regimen. What are you doing still today?
So I eat 6 small meals a day. I work with the trainer Tim Gorham out of Style Fitness and Nutrition, and I lift weights 4 to 5 days a week. I hate cardio more than anything on this planet. So all I do for cardio is sprints. I do that about 6 times a week, but only 10 to 20 sprints, nothing major. But really it's the weightlifting mixed with the 6 small meals a day.
And the consistency. You've been at this for years now, this lifestyle.
Yeah.
The nutrition part of it is huge. And I think people think they can get into the gym, work it off in the gym, but you got to eat right too.
I would say eating is probably 80 to 90% of total body, the way your body looks.
The transformation.
Absolutely. And it's the mix of protein, fat, and carbs. It's not just, I'm going to go on a no-carb diet, because that's not a lifestyle.
And counting calories. Do you do
know,
that?
I don't do that. I really just try to stay balanced and eat the non-processed foods.
Let me ask you this, because here we are the first weekend of January, and so many people are making resolutions, right?
Yes.
This is the year.
Yes.
I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to stay there.
Yes.
What do you say to encourage those folks who've struggled in the past?
One day at a time. If you think like, I'm going to do it all year, then that's 365 days, and that can be overwhelming. But if you just think, one day at a time, I'm going to make the right choices today, it becomes like a lifestyle, and it's easier to think that way.
One of the things, being in this high profile of a position, I'm sure you've heard from others who are trying to get into shape as well.
Yes.
Have you inspired other people? Are you hearing from people, from readers, from people?
It's been crazy. Social media has kind of blown up overnight, and it's great to hear. That's why I initially did it, is to hopefully inspire, especially someone young, to make the changes that I made, because I know how much more confident I am now. And I think that's so incredible for people to reach out, and they definitely have, and I hope they continue to.
And for family members and friends, as yours have been so supportive, for those of us sort of on the perimeter, or someone trying to reach their goal, what can we do to help them do it?
You know, I think it's just not trying to point out to somebody, oh, is that on your diet, or is you know, because I hated when people did that to me, because I'm like, I can cheat, you know, like it's okay to cheat, but to just, you know, just be supportive and be happy for them no matter what size they are, you know, because they know what they want to do.
People says that one of your bad habits, one of your weaknesses was creamy, cheesy chicken pasta, which I love that too. I love it.
so
Do
good.
you cheat? Do you ever get some of
that?
Of course, and it's well, that specific one from that specific restaurant, I have once a year. Once a year I do it, and I have the piece of cheesecake with it, and it's so good. But
with the cheesecake.
oh my gosh, you got to do the whole thing.
I love it. Yeah.
Yes, no, but
you're not doing it every other night.
No, and I do cheat. I would say, you know, 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I'm perfect, but then that 20% I indulge. You
So
know.
what do you do next? I mean, not that you can top this, not that you want to try, but how do you take this momentum and take your story and go somewhere new?
I would love to reach out to young people trying to lose weight and maybe speak or maybe do something in that realm. I would love to continue to inspire because I think my story relates to a lot of people. So we'll see where it goes. You know, I'm ready to ride the ride. You know, we'll see.
Wind it up and let it go.
Exactly.
You talked about the perception that people from your outside circle had of you. How have people treated you differently? People that you may not know as well since you've lost all the weight?
I think it's just more, they're not, when you're overweight, I think people just automatically have a barrier up to you. Not all people, but a lot of people. You know, weight is one of those things that's almost seen as a handicap. And it's sad that people are like that, but now I'm kind of in the opposite direction where people are like, "Ooh, let me do things for you," and I'm like, "Don't do things for me," you know. So that's kind of it's an interesting balance. I've had to get used to it.
Right.
But
And you mentioned Tim Gorham, your trainer.
Yeah.
You really believe in personal training, and that's something we've talked about on this show a lot.
Yeah.
Personal training is extremely beneficial.
I need somebody personally that pushes me, you know. And I've known him for 10 years, so he's known me heavy, he's known me this way, he's known me in between, and so I like to have a person that I can trust to go to and that pushes me harder than I know I can go. And even the other day, because I'm like, when is this going to be easier? And he's like, it's never going to be easier because we're going to continue to push you past the limit that you think you can do.
When you achieve those goals, it's going to push you farther.
Exactly. So I need someone like that. And I think for people who maybe can't afford a trainer, to have even a workout buddy or have somebody that is holding them accountable is really nice.
You are an inspiration.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing where all of this leads, Connor.
Right, no
Thank
kidding.
you.
Good luck in 2015.
Right. Who would have thought this time last year?
Well, exactly.
Right?
Power of positive thought. So,
Sounds great. Connor.
Thank
Nice to meet
you.
nice to meet you guys.
Guests of the Morning Blend start their day